The presidential shingles are a lot more pronounced. These are not as common, but you do see them in high-end home builds. They're a longer lasting roof. They're very high quality. They are thicker in their tabs and they're staggered. So sometimes these are called designer shingles, or in this case from Certainty, they call them presidential. Different manufacturers will have different names for them, but most roofers will refer to them generically as designer shingles. So they look really nice on a home. For an installer, they're a little bit tricky to install with because on the architectural, you got a straight line there. You can, shim, as we talked about, between the tabs that are uneven, and you can get into a nice clean line there with your mounting line for your racking. But here, you have staggered teeth here, and they're a lot thicker, and you can't necessarily just level out here. You'll have to stack up shingles, and it becomes a little bit more labor intensive. You still can do that, but just keep in mind that with these big, thick teeth, they call these roofs sometimes generically, like a street term, pumpkin tooth or sawtooth, because they have these big goofy teeth and they're all staggered and they're kind of funny looking. But as a whole roof, they're beautiful, and you want to make sure you're not disturbing them. So what to do here, if you're trying to put in a flashing underneath this section here, and this tab is preventing your mount from getting higher into the right zone, you can actually cut this off. So a good way to do that is score it with a hook blade, and then maybe kind of bend it, and you can break them off nice and clean so you're not disrupting the roof. So this is decorative for the most part. So this tab specifically you can break off, or if you were under here and you wanted to get under just this too so that your flashing gets in the right place, you can score that off and cleanly break it so that you're still flashing properly. Or if you're doing the splice foot and this tab is just a little bit in your way and you don't want to shim that high up, you can cut that tab off and seal the splice foot into place properly. So just keep that in mind with these designer shingles. They are a little bit different and they're thicker, and you'll have a better time understanding these once you get on one job, and it'll help you decide on if you want to do a standard metal flashing or a self-sealing flashing like our splice foot.